was sitting at my desk at work with my feet up, and I twisted to the left and dropped my feet and felt a pop. I did have prior back issues back in 2002, so I had a prior surgery back then, same disc. But for 17 years, I was healthy. So the next day I knew something was wrong. I had the shooting pain that went down my left leg all the way to my foot. And when I hurt myself in '02, it was the same thing. I'd sleep for like 3 hours, I'd move, and the pain would be so much that I would, it would just wake me up, and I'd be up for like 2 hours and then fall back asleep, and here I need to be at work. And
so when it first started, he was, trying to think it wasn't gonna go on for very long, and he'll kind of just go through the day-to-day, but slowly he just started to be able to do a little bit less and less. He tried, but we couldn't walk as far. We used to run together years ago, and he couldn't do that anymore. And he's kind of a grump when he's not feeling well, so. It
was more of me thinking, what did I do wrong, until I finally got to see the back surgeon, Dr. Okumu, and explain what was going on. He said, no, you need to continue walking. It's not going to damage anything worse. And the better shape you're in for the surgery, the better, the better recovery.
I also have quite a few patients who are quite active, and they're concerned about what a surgery is going to do to their mobility. Again, if you do procedures that are minimally invasive, you're having less scar tissue, less stiffness after procedures. Those patients can get back to doing some of the activities they like to do.
Before I was going 6 miles, I was doing hills. I dropped it down to 3 and staying on asphalt, because I just, as soon as I got to a certain point, it started to hurt.
So the previous back surgery, that disc had degenerated. He was having back pain and leg pain. And the operation that he needed to have was to remove that painful remainder of the disc and restore the anatomy so that his nerves weren't being pinched as they came out of his spine. Now, traditionally, this could have been done with a procedure where they make an incision in the abdomen and put a nice big implant in at that lowest level of the spine. But that is also a procedure that has some morbidity with it. He was another person I thought that could benefit from a minimally invasive surgery, which is exactly what we did for him.
I was relieved for him. Obviously, surgery of any form is kind of scary, but in the end, if it's going to make him feel better, then it's just something that we have to get through.
Over the last year, a lot of my patients have been going home the same day or the day after surgery, which has been quite an experience for them.
They did leave it up to me. When I woke up from the surgery, I asked to stay. I just figured, the drive was going to be an hour and a half. Within a half an hour, the physical therapy lady was there saying, get up, time to start walking, which I thought was, I didn't know I was going to be getting up that soon. And then the next day, she ended up coming back again, where had me go up and down stairs, because I knew the house that I had to come up some stairs. The walker I used probably the first day that I was home, and then I transitioned over to the cane. Going up and down the stairs, the first couple days I wanted to make sure somebody was next to me. I didn't want to fall. And with the cane, so I had support plus the cane getting down the stairs, and then I'd go out and walk for 15, 20 minutes on the flat ground.
With the minimally invasive procedures, it's much easier to control the postoperative pain in those patients.
Like I said, I was off the pain medication within 7 days, so the actual pain had gone away.
Sometimes I can give people back something that makes their life worth living. And oftentimes for people, that is being able to enjoy their outdoor activities, being able to participate in sports, being able to do things like gardening, being able to pick up their grandkids.
From the time of surgery till now, we're definitely able to walk farther than we were a year ago, and he's able to swim again.
The days that I swim, I don't walk, or I'll do a little, I won't walk as far. And then the days that I don't swim, I do about 3.5 miles of walking. I don't think I'm as grumpy as I was back in the first 6 months. Each of us figured out what we wanted to be called, and I'm like, okay, I want to be Grandpa.
It's definitely something that I'm happy he did. No regrets.
I'm happy. I'm glad I had the surgery. The pain down the left side's gone.